identifying ourselves with the soul, always trying to find all these intricacies of life. Why am I here? Where am I going? Why this soul? What is God? Such questions will constantly arise in the minds of sattvic individuals. If this exercise continuously go on and on and on for a while, I'm sure this identification with the soul will bring them some level of solace. Welcome to Truth Eternal series. We're going to take up spirituality, the chapter number 3. Man is made of 3 bodies, and the influences of all 3 bodies are found in him. As has been already stated, they are physical, subtle, and causal. Now we all know physical body, gross body or sthula sarir is very well expressed and it's well manifested. It is all made up of elements, matter, we call Panchabhutas. What we observe, what we witness is Annamaya Kosha. Next is subtle body, Sukshma Sharir. It is a bit difficult to express this because it remains unmanifested or incomprehensible or comprehensible to a certain extent. What I mean to say is not fully understandable. Often we say, I don't understand your mind, I don't understand your feelings, I don't understand where you're coming from. This is all about subtle bodies. When we say I don't understand to a certain extent, means I do understand you also to a certain extent. While the most important aspect of our existence, which is causal, without that cause, we could not have been. That is so. And it always remains unexpressed. Though it remains unexpressed, without it nothing is possible. They are called Trigunatmak, being composed of the 3 attributes, Sat, Raj and Tam. Generally, all the 3 attributes are found in all 3 bodies. Imagine the spectrum of Sat, the spectrum of Rajas, and spectrum of Tamas. Sat and Tamas, the mixture of it creates Rajas. The spectrum of Sat and Tam itself is so infinite. And because of that, when this infinity, 2 infinity mingles, it creates 3rd infinity of Rajas. So we have individual nature of individuals which constantly keep changing, and there is no another example of such a person ever repeating itself, not now, not in the past, not in the future. All are unique beings because of this infinite nature of Sat and Tam, resulting in infinite Rajas. Their speciality, nature and influence are determined by the predominance of a certain attribute. Hence, their names also become different. Tam is manifested body. Raj is subtle. And Sat is causal. The property of Sat is to be at the top. That of Raj is to be in the middle. And the property of Tam is to remain at the bottom. This physical body is of the attribute of Tam on account of its being manifest and dense. The causal body is of the attribute of Sat on account of its material being refined. Both density and fineness are found in the subtle body, and as such, it is the attribute of Raj. For the same reasons, individuals display 3 kinds of disposition: idiotic, meaning muda, Fickle means chanchal, and ignorant means agyani. Number one, the body minded worshippers of body, careless or indolent persons, are called idiotic or murda. The worshippers of the body, though having a body, do not know anything about it. One who is body minded has his attention always fixed on the body. You can see in the chart. Worshippers of mind, along with body, hardworking, irritable, reactive, sane, thoughtful, and selfish persons are called fickle, chanchal. The worshippers of mind, though having body, are devoid of the knowledge about it. One who worships the mind along with the body has its attention fixed on mind as well as body. He performs the activities of the waking state, the dream state. The attention is on the body and the mind in waking state and dream state, respectively, even though he does not understand the purpose of the mind in the real sense. This is his condition, as he does not understand feelings and has no control over them. He is fickle, restless, and disturbed. Number three, worshippers of the soul along with body and mind. They tend to be just, selfless, and far from being violent. Such persons are called ignorant or agyani. The worshippers of the soul, though having some knowledge about the requirements of body and mind, do not know the truth about the soul, even though they crave for peace and happiness. Such people feel inclined towards spirituality when they read, think, or hear others talking about it, and yet they are negligent, as it is the nature of each and every individual full of desires. It is such an individual who is called ignorant or agyani. So, sattvic people, that means those who have identified themselves with the spirit, with the soul. Their attention is always inward. So when we compare all these things, you see the person endowed with the tamasic nature, they're always extrovert. And when the sattvic guna is dominating in us, we tend to be more inward. Identifying ourselves with the soul, always trying to find all these intricacies of life. Why am I here? Where am I going? Why this soul? What is God? Such questions will constantly arise in the minds of sattvic individuals. If this exercise continuously go on and on and on for a while, I'm sure this identification with the soul will bring them some level of solace. So we should not drop this inner search. Continue with it.